On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, we're hitting the road in search of the most innovative influencers, the most daring in design, and the coolest in commercial construction. Looking for protection from lightning strikes for your home or office? East Coast Lightning Equipment will help keep you grounded. If you're in the market for wood, especially plywood, there's really only one name you need to know: Swanson. Leading the way in power management, Schneider Electric IT USA provides integrated efficiency solutions via energy, automation, and software. Have questions about application-specific, cost-effective security of IoT solutions? Who doesn't? Microchip Tech has all the answers you need. Lightning protection was invented in the 18th century. While the physics of how the systems function hasn't changed much, the modernization of buildings and the evolution of construction techniques is constantly changing, and thus the lightning protection system has evolved and become more complex.
Lightning protection is an old product. It was invented by Benjamin Franklin. The interesting thing about lightning and lightning protection is it's not anything that anybody knows about. It's not a subject that's taught commonly to people who are going into the construction trade. My father was in the lightning protection industry as an installation contractor my entire childhood, and then when I was a teenager, he opened the manufacturing company and started East Coast Lightning Equipment. He saw a need for a reliable source for materials and a company that could be reactive and supply the right material at the right time.
East Coast Lightning produces a line of lightning protection equipment and distributes it through a network of specialty contractors throughout North America.
Our manufacturing facility is comprised of many different types of manufacturing methods, all of which involve trying to get a product out the same day, because we don't know when or what our customers are going to order. So we've got cable machines, punch presses, lathes, machining centers, CNCs, automated equipment to do exactly that, which is take something that didn't exist in the morning, machine it, and turn it out in the same day.
Lightning protection systems are installed on a small percentage of all new construction projects in the U.S. Yet lightning damage to structures in the U.S. annually is estimated to exceed $5 billion.
It's literally thousands of lightning strikes every day, and if one of these strikes terminates on a building, a home, a farm, it's very likely that the damage that will be caused if there's no lightning protection in place could be catastrophic.
Buildings that don't have lightning protection system often suffer, pretty massive failures onto their electronic systems, all different parts of the structure that keep it up and running. When you're talking about hospitals and things like that, a lot of times those are life safety issues. And those different systems, if they're lost, it could be more than just, some downtime. It could be some serious issues.
The lightning protection system it's a must here in Florida. We take lightning strikes all summer long, protects all our buildings, our gates, everything. So it's a must-have.
The system serves to intercept a lightning strike and allow it to pass safely through a structure. The rooftop system is designed using a model that mimics lightning stepping down through the sky.
Lightning protection is composed of air terminations, cabling, grounding equipment, surge protection devices, and then fastening techniques. And those are all the components that we make here at ECLE. You can find East Coast Lightning Equipment components installed on hospitals, government facilities, all the armed forces, residential, industrial, and places like Walt Disney World. It doesn't matter the structure. If it has a problem with lightning, our components will be installed on it.
Right now we're working on several projects that we're using East Coast Lightning Equipment on. This project right here, the Hard Rock, is one of our more signature projects right now. Obviously the hotel is a pretty iconic structure, shaped like the guitar.
I am the superintendent on the Seminole Hard Rock Gaming project, and I will be installing the lightning protection system on this particular application today. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the cable and go past the corner a little bit so that I can install it into the base. But while I'm going past the corner is to be able to make the cable as tight as possible. All right, Adrian, go ahead and start knocking the clips in. I'm going to install the air terminal into the component on the parapet wall. Thank you very much.
East Coast Lightning network of specialty design and installation contractors work closely with the project designers to ensure systems are properly designed and also to allow for creativity in the design.
East Coast Lighting Equipment components are going to be very vital to the protection of sensitive electronics and structures from the damage of direct and indirect lightning in the future. We see a future in everything from military applications to automated warehouses to hospitals and all the renovations that they're going to go through in the next coming years, as well as, just the sheer renewable energies where lighting does quite a bit of damage. So we see nothing but a really bright future for East Coast Lighting Equipment for many years to come.
As a building material, it's been used for thousands of years. Sustainable, renewable, and recyclable. There will always be a need for wood in the construction industry.
Wood is very important in construction. It's very versatile. It can be used in a multitude of applications. It's a renewable natural resource that if we manage properly and take care of, it's going to be around forever.
And when thin sheets of wood are cut and bonded together to form an engineered wood product called plywood, a whole new world of possibility opens up in the building industry.
Plywood is extremely important to the construction industry. It's built from a natural resource, it's durable, and has been proven for hundreds of years.
It is the first engineered wood. Every wall in single family or multifamily that's made out of wood is clad with plywood or some structural panel, whether it's OSB or plywood. So it's integral in every part of the business. And then what we do here at Springfield is we have a paper overlay, which makes it a specialty product that is not necessarily tied to housing. The wood is much more durable than metal. It holds up in the extreme heat or cold, doesn't warp, and it can take a slight blow and not dent.
Synonymous with wood and plywood in the building industry is the name Swanson, a third-generation, family-owned business in Southern Oregon, who now operate the largest and most state-of-the-art plywood manufacturing facility in North America.
I was born on a lumber mill site. I was born in 1954 on the mill site that my parents had started in 1951. Grew up in that small community. It's all we do. It's very important to the Swanson family. We literally started with one small mill with about 40 employees in 1951 and grew the business to the point where we are today, where we have 3 very large manufacturing facilities and we employ about 750 people. Swanson is a family-owned forest products business, and we employ families. We have multi-generational families working within our facilities. We intend to stay family-owned and continue to employ families in the rural communities that we support.
I'm a 4th-generation owner. I've been working in the timber industry since I was the age of 15. I love this industry. I love the people in this industry. It's truly one of the last industries that is done basically on a handshake agreement.
This family dedication to the wood industry helped Swanson overcome the greatest of odds, including a fire in 2014 that totally destroyed their mill operation.
The fire was huge. We had really invested our heart and soul and treasury and time into rebuilding this facility, and all of a sudden it's gone. And it had become the real workhorse and profit center for the entire company. So we have a fire, and now we have to figure out what to do. We had the option of putting the money in our pocket, but that wasn't what Swanson's all about. We had 250 employees here, a product line that we wanted to renew. So we made a decision to rebuild right on this site.
The fire had a huge impact on me. It was, we put our heart and soul into rebuilding this facility after we bought it in 2007, and to see it destroyed in 30 minutes was very gut-wrenching. So coming back from the ashes of the 2014 fire, I'm extremely proud that we have become the largest producer of overlay panels in North America.
Here in its 347,000 square foot facility in Springfield, Oregon, the latest innovative technology has been introduced to create superior performing plywood panels. And as fourth generation owner Chris Swanson explains, it all starts with the veneer.
This is our main inlay. This machine is extremely important to our business because everything that we do starts with the veneer. The main inlay allows us to have what we've developed into Swan Peel technology, and Swan Peel technology is the superior veneer in the industry. The veneer is smooth, very low variances in thickness, and allows our panels to be the best in the industry.
So it is the newest, most technologically advanced plywood mill in North America. We're very, very proud of it. The Mainen lathe line is the first of its kind in North America, and it is truly state-of-the-art, and it's the heart and soul of a plywood mill. It's a 347,000 square foot, brand new, all steel construction plywood mill, state-of-the-art, LED lighting. I mean, it's a great environment for working, and it's full of equipment that is absolutely state-of-the-art. This is the newest plywood mill, the most technologically advanced mill in North America. Workmanship and pride of workmanship is paramount for our company. This product line has to be perfect. We give it the utmost care to get a quality product into the marketplace.
When the forest is your life and livelihood, you strive to maintain and protect this natural resource. Swanson Group is committed to forest stewardship, and its innovative plywood products are helping build the future of this country.
It's been a great life for our family. We have prospered with it, but it's important for the communities. And it's my firm belief that forest products in Oregon in particular, to survive, it needs to be run by family-owned businesses.
To learn more about the Swanson Group and its innovative plywood products, go to its website, swansongroup.biz, or go to InsideTheBlueprint.com to see this portion of the show again. Today, we expect data to be at our fingertips at all times. Global IP traffic is expected to triple in the next 5 years, and that means an ever-increasing need for data centers to be on demand and on the edge of wherever it's needed.
What's really needed is data centers. You're seeing a huge growth in data centers today in the build-out of data center space.
Rather than the trend in the past of having large, complex Tier 4 data centers in major cities, customers are now bringing smaller data centers right to their end user.
It's all about delivering content closer to the user by placing a data center virtually anywhere. One company, Schneider Electric, delivers a prefab solution for this need to stay on the edge of computing today by delivering an EcoStruxure modular data center that can be placed wherever data capacity is needed, anywhere in the world.
In this new digital era, Schneider Electric enables a world that's always on. The digital transformation that's happening all around us is so important that we believe that life should be on for everyone, everywhere, at every moment. If you consider this digital transformation, we expect that over 20 billion Internet of Things will be connected to a network somewhere. And all of that data has to flow to or through a data center of some size, whether it's an edge data center or a megawatt data center up in the cloud. In this fast-moving world, what we start seeing as our customers are demanding data centers to be built with increased speed, improved quality, and reduced cost. That Schneider Electric is one of the few vertically integrated manufacturers that can design, install, service, and remotely monitor data centers anywhere in the world.
We're one of the few manufacturers that actually makes all of the subcomponents that you see in the modules out there. So, we control our supply chain. We have software that, can tie all of those systems together. So we're one of the few brands that can actually put all of those components together under one flag, Schneider Electric.
Here at Schneider's state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in West Chester, Ohio, the EcoStruxure-ready data center infrastructure comes together in a single or series of modules that are prefabricated at workstations and readied for delivery anywhere in the world. Modules which can then be assembled on site like Lego blocks to create a data center.
So this is where it happened. It's about 99,000 square feet of production facility. And this is where all of the prefabricated modules, skids, power modules, IT modules are produced. The finished product is basically a data center in a box. We ship in a single unit a fully tested data center with the racks, with all the fire suppression system, electrical, cooling, everything configured and commissioned, ready to put the customer's service in. In some cases, the customer comes here, puts their service in before we ship it. It's totally ready to go, ready to plug in on site.
We're seeing the need for supercomputers in jet propulsion and military applications. So there's all different places where this need for additional compute local to where they're utilizing it versus kind of going to that cloud model. So we're seeing it pop up everywhere.
Well, this is one of the more exciting applications we have here in the plant today. It's for a deep space exploration. What you see here is going to be full of supercomputers. Everything that's hanging from the ceiling will connect in, and it's going to be a full, complete data center when it arrives on site.
What's nice about prefabricated modular construction is that it takes all of the field work and actually puts it inside of a factory where we can use our expertise from the smallest of circuit breakers to the largest of control systems to engineer them in a factory in a controlled environment, fully assembled, can be delivered on site, ready to go inside 12 to 16 weeks, a true data center in a box.
Such as this site at Moreno Valley Unified School District in California, where uninterrupted technology is needed to improve the education of over 34,000 students.
Connectivity is critical for the learning process of our students, and if we're down any time during the school day, it really impacts student learning. We went from a place where we had no data center, we had no generator. When we had power outages, students would lose connectivity. School sites were not able to access resources that were critical. I became very concerned that this would happen during statewide testing. A modular data center was a perfect choice for us to implement something that was secure, especially built for this need, and not take up any space within this district office. And Schneider Electric provided the best solution for us. They had the expertise and the partnership that we wanted to move forward to implement this project. It was just a great solution for us. And we'll be able to provide our students the resources they need to grow and to graduate from our schools to become successful in their careers.
Data centers are going to become even more critical to the future of our digital experience moving forward, and Schneider is going to be there leading the way.
It's all about modular technology for tomorrow's data center. To learn more about Schneider Electric and its EcoStruxure modular data center solutions, go to its website, schneider-electric.com, or go to InsideTheBlueprint.com to see this portion of the show again. With the proliferation of Internet of Things, the threat of hacks or attacks is higher than ever. On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, we'll visit a company that creates devices to solve this problem. They're dedicated to helping device manufacturers create smart, connected, and secure products for consumers.
Microchip was born out of explosion. We came from a company called General Instrument, and I started shortly after it became Microchip. And we learned that we didn't want to be what we were, so we changed it. The leadership here comes from large companies that didn't like being what we were. We wanted to go off and create something that was unique and different and values-driven, and we did. In the last 30 years, we've changed radically. From those simple days where non-volatile memory was our base, to now we build microcontrollers, where a little bit of intelligence spread around the world, from simple remote controls to, in many cases, we've got 1,000 of our products in Airbus airplanes doing marvelous things today, and more to come.
Microchip was creating IoT devices before the buzzword existed. They created devices, semiconductors, or computer chips that are embedded in consumer products. They use hardware and software to handle specific functions in an application. They design and develop unique chips that store secret certificates and keys to authenticate communication to protect those devices from being hacked.
Microchip secret products basically allow you to add security to your design, to your product, in a very easy way. And that is very non-intrusive in your design. So you can essentially have your design almost complete and add security quite late in your process, right? Without having to react to everything.
So the stuff we make is all different shapes, sizes, and forms of distributed intelligence, little bits of tiny brain everywhere, because that's what we do. To your cell phone, to your thermostat, everything now is a little bit of brain stuffed all over the house, hopefully talking to another well. That distributed intelligence, that little bit of tiny brain is staggering everywhere. Everything now is smart. That opens up the door wide open to massive amount of risk, because everything is easily addressable and easily accessible, which makes it all prone to someone else doing bad things with it. Our job is to figure out how to make that as difficult as possible. You can almost never make it impossible. We want the good guys to be protected and the bad guys to go where it's easier to do bad things, which means not in our space.
Basically, we need to have solutions that protect or secure devices regardless of the type of attacks that would be mounted against the devices of our clients. And basically, we need to develop products that can protect against all of those attacks.
Microchip technology is unique in its ability to help designers navigate the challenging issues of embedded IoT design.
What we do at Microchip is semiconductors, or the building blocks, that will help you to protect from a hardware perspective security breaches in the industry. We provide the secure, the smart, and the connected, but we also provide the tools that are required for a design engineer to be able to develop his solutions. The semiconductor can take on many different functions. They're going to be used to give commands that may cause a refrigerator to cool. They may give commands for your car to move forward. So they're the brains of the system.
In the future, obviously, Microchip is focused on bringing that security technology that we have into other markets like automotive, to be able to secure the car network, so the network that is in every car out there. So naturally, moving forward, one of the focus for our products is to bring security and safety together.
According to Gartner's 2017 industry report, Microchip is the leader in 8-bit microcontroller market share and number 3 in overall worldwide microcontroller market share.
Microchip is involved in many different industries, consumer, automotive, industrial, aerospace, defense. But there is a common thread that pulls throughout this, is that our needs for security keeps increasing. If we look at the consumer in the home, devices, we need to make sure that they don't get hacked for the people that are living there. In the automobile, we need to make sure that, again, that an intruder can't get into the network of the car and cause it to do something that isn't safe.
Thanks for watching this episode of Inside the Blueprint. For more information on anything you saw today, or to find out how you can become part of the show, go to InsideTheBlueprint.com.